Well, first week of March, but it hasn't been as cold, and we haven't gotten the storms we usually get. So I can't get out there with the gator because I'll tear the fields all up. But what I gotta do is put the electric fence back up, and I'm gonna close these guys into us because what they've been doing, besides stomping the fences down, is they're getting out down there, and Buster here has been the worst culprit. So I'm gonna hook the electric fence to this little area right here, and then you can see out there because well, it's kind of hard to see, I guess, unless I bring it up close, but they're tearing the grass all up down there. And the thing is, cows, they just get bored and they start getting into everything. They're like a 2-year-old kid. They peel your siding off your barns. They pull all the wires off everything. This front of the barn last year, so they can be a real pain in the butt. Enjoy cows and know that they just do what cows do, which is be a pain in the butt, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's stick around for a little bit. That's poly rope. That's what I don't like, poly wire. We use poly rope, and we'll go from the pump house where the charger is. I've already got a fence post, and we'll put one insulator down here. So we're only going to have about 100 feet of electric fence hooked up, and I think we'll be okay. So we'll get the stuff we need, and I'll see you back down here. I always think it's feeding time, but we're gonna spread some corn down here, and that'll keep them busy for a few minutes. Probably not long enough, but a few minutes gives them something to do. Keep them out of my hair, attract some mice, because what they'll do is they'll come down here and start being a pain. They'll grab a hold of my wires, and it's a amusement park ride down here. Usually in March we got. What are you doing? You got corn up there to go eat. Go find something to do. Usually this time of year, early March, it's pretty cold. And we just haven't gotten any real snowstorms this year. It makes me kind of glad I sold my snowmobile about 7 or 8 years ago. I feel bad for anybody who has a snowmobile. I need the nail-on ones, a couple of them. Oh, those are the T-post ones. Nope, that's not what I want. Look at these ones. Nope. Those are T-post ones. There's a nail-on one right there. I'll take a couple of them if I can find them. Hopefully I can get done what I need to with this right here. Can't even be alone for 2 seconds without you guys getting into something. So what I want to do is make this low enough to keep the cows in. I'm going to tore this whole side off too. But high enough to let the sheep under. Get. The ground wire is pulled off right here. You don't think you're so smart when you put your beak on this. So this poly rope is white. It looks like they won't see it very well, but they've done a lot of tests, and I don't know. They must have asked the cows, which they can see better once you tie a square knot. Last year I had them trained. They wouldn't even walk over it if it was on the ground, but now they've decided it's fine. They're just going to eat it. Come on, let's go. Get. Come on. So, it's not very high. I'm not saying they won't jump it, but once they take a bite out of it, they probably won't touch it again. Charger on, hopefully we still have power down here. Yep, looks like it. And I can hear it chirping. So now we take the fault finder, which usually points back to me. 0.3 amps, but it's enough to make him change his mind about what he's going to put his mouth on. Because they're just going to tear up all this grass over here, and this is what I call a sacrifice field, and it's usually kind of torn up, but by the end of the summer it's okay again. But there's no point in having them just down here tearing everything up, especially since they just want to stomp all the fences down anyway and get out. They've really screwed this one up, and so I just put some barbed wire on top, but I don't have to run barbed wire down the middle. Keep them out of there because this is all stretched out and wrecked. So we'll see what goes on next here. This right here, what is going on? Hey Dexter. But I'm not too worried about this right now. I'll come back to it, but they chew it all up, and I leave the charger on as long as I can, but at some point you get bad weather and everything gets knocked down and just goes south from there. Alright, we'll go on the other side of the fence and see if they try to follow me over there. We'll see what happens. But I gotta come up with another plan here, I think. Because I'm sure they're gonna grab a hold of this. They're gonna figure out that they can just grab this and unhook everything. I mean, they're dumb, but they're not totally dumb. There's not enough, is there? There might be enough. I don't know. That might be a better idea. Let me see if I can get this around the back. So I'll shut this off because I don't want to get zapped. Just run that around. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's make a little loop here. Wrap that on like that. Alligator clips are on. And we'll juice this again. Turn the light off in here. There's no point in having that on. I gotta build a new door. Maybe April break is the time we get a new door in here. What's going on? Did you get shocked? You gonna try it again? You gonna try it again? Go ahead. I'll probably grab the black one and disconnect it. Yep, that didn't feel good, did it? Remember what the electric fence feels like? You got it last year. So this right here is the Gallagher fault finder. So all you do is you push this button and you hold it down here, and then you put that up underneath your fence so you can see what's hitting. So the amperage isn't much, but it's the voltage, that's what you hear in snap. And obviously it doesn't feel very good. I usually zap myself once or twice before the summer's over. There's trees down over there, and then there's some down over here. And I haven't seen too many across the fences. I know there's one down there, but it's not too big. It didn't wreck anything, it just kind of stretched it. Usually I get these, 20-inch oak trees that have been on the fence row for 100 years, and they just fall over and take everything with it. I haven't seen that this year, so hopefully, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. Go ahead. Now, as a kid, everybody always kept their cows all tied up in the barn, and we don't really do that much anymore unless we're just bringing them in to milk them or something. So they all go out and they free range and they eat at the bunker when they want it, and they just come and go. And that way, you're not shoveling crap out of the barn, but you got to bring food out to them. So with that comes a little bit more maintenance on your fences than you would otherwise. And like I said, they really get bored and they start ripping stuff off. And so it's just, they get pretty destructive when they get bored. But anyway, we don't tie them up in the barn anymore. We just keep them outside. Hey, Clara. Hey, Henry. What's going on, Romeo? I think the bees are out of the hive today, so that's good. They decided to come out. Hi. Hi. You guys can go outside pretty soon. I guess that's it. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.